Every single time I've been a guest at a con, something has gone like horribly wrong with like my flight, my hotel.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
I think I've been pretty lucky. I've had like a few cons where it was like horrible. Yeah. But a lot of the times, like especially the smaller cons, I have more fun at a smaller con than say
I
like,
love if I get there. You know,
Right.
like one time, this con booked me like months in advance, and I don't think they'd ever had an international guest. So I told them like, hey, you should like book flights soon because like you're in the middle of nowhere in the US. It was like in Indiana.
Right.
I was like, yeah, you need to book flights because like they don't happen a lot from the UK, and they didn't until like 1 week before.
What?
And then I had to go on like a 35-hour flight path.
35?
Yeah, where it should have been a 14 at most, right?
Yeah.
That was the cheapest flight they could
That
book.
was the cheapest one, and I asked them. I was like, "How much was the other one that was like? I think it was like 12 hours.
Right.
Still long. Flight path." And they were like, "Oh, it was $150 more." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?"
Why did you agree to this?
I already signed the contract before that because they said they were going to buy the flights, and I thought they wouldn't do that to me. They wouldn't.
That's a real moment there.
They wouldn't expect me to turn up on my flight and then immediately do a panel within 30 minutes of arriving, and they did. They expected me to do that.
I've done that before.
So and the worst part is they booked me a hotel the night before that I missed because of the 35-hour flight path, and I'm pretty sure that hotel room cost more than $150. So, fuck you, that con.
Every con's in Indiana now. It's just like sweating, like.
I've been to a bunch in Indiana, and I've had a lot of the worst experiences at that one con.
Why is it Indiana of all states?
I don't know why. I've been to a lot of cons in Indiana for some reason.
I went to one in
Interesting.
Indiana, which
Indie
was
PopCon.
Indie
I went to that
PopCon,
as
and
well.
that one was actually quite fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. But that one wasn't really, well, first, it wasn't really like an anime convention. It was more like a YouTuber convention.
Oh,
So I
I
think they were
see.
a lot more used to getting
Right.
all sorts of overseas guests.
Yeah.
Was your agent doing all of that for you when the cons, or was it you negotiating with them?
At AX, I was just an industry guest, so I was just at a booth with other people. But at a smaller con, I was a guest, so I got somebody from the con with me all the time.
Right.
Oh, you got a handler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like because I spoke English, they were just like left me to my own devices. They were like, "Fuck it, just turn up. We just expect you to be here."
No, I remember my first time like being a proper guest at a convention. I think it was like Crunchyroll Expo because I had been guest before, but I remember that my first experience at Crunchyroll Expo, they gave me a handler and had no experience.
Like, what I do with
like,
you?
like he would just follow me around, and I would just feel so awkward. I would just be like.
Can you not?
I literally had to ask him to like, okay, can you just chill? Like I'm not like, because I've heard a lot of horror stories, so I get it now. But back then it was my first experience, so I'm just like, dude, can you just leave me alone? I'm all good. I don't need any help. I'm just walking around the con
I felt
floor.
bad every time I wanted to go to the bathroom because like they had to follow me, and I'm sorry, I have a small brother. Sorry, I want to go again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I'm just very used to being left to my own devices as well because
I think it's a very British thing as well. You're like, I don't want someone helping me. I can do it all on my own. Anyway.
Wow.
I mean, I think it's because I've had like kind of my fair share of like really good handlers and just really useless handlers.
Yeah,
now that, like I'm a little bit better to like I know how to use my handler now, right? Like I know how, that's what we always say.
I know how to use you and abuse you if I want.
Joey knows.
I know how to maximize my handler, right? Like. You know what I mean? Like you know,
I'm gonna min-max this shit.
Joey turns up and he just gives him like a fucking 10-page survey. He's like, fill this out. I need to know.
Where is my Don Perignon when the moment I land? Come on, guys.
Can I speak to you? And I'm like, this is bullshit. Joey's had really good experiences, and I feel like at least half of my like conventions that weren't like AX had like something massive.
It's really weird. Like, you know, you hear a lot of like horror stories about AX from a lot of different people. I don't think I've had like a horrible experience at AX.
No,
I think it's also
Just
because but I think it's also because like my schedule. I purposely fill up my schedule with as much shit to do so that I don't leave enough room for error, right? Because like a lot of people are just like, oh, I'm going to space everything out and then, you know, just give myself some time in between each thing. But I'm just like, no, that's where the horror happens, right? It's the in-between part where you're just kind of left on your own. You're like, well, I guess I'll go to the convention hall now, and then horrible things happen at the convention hall, right?
AX has always been like the super busy convention. It's everyone's always busy. Everyone's always doing something. Like, what is your schedule like in AX? Is it?
I was like signing, and they give. In the first year, they gave me like a 30 minutes break.
Yeah.
Each. Like 30 minutes isn't enough. Like I want to take off my week.
Yeah, exactly.
I was in cosplay, so I want to take off my week, and I just kind of shut myself just in a bathroom stall. I would just be myself. I just want to take a rest, but I couldn't take a rest. I didn't want anyone to see me without a wig. You know, that would look horrible. So.
Unthinkable. How could you taking off a wig? No.
Disgusting.
I just kept myself confined in the store, like in one store. And I'm sorry. And I took aspirin like every single time.
Oh
so
my
like,
god.
I mean, I guess if you have like a wig cap that's just like stretching your head, right?
I know. Like at some point, I wanted like a stronger meds. So like, could you buy something? And
give me meds.
Yeah, like in the state, like I'm sure they got like stronger ones. Like, give me that.
Because I've never cosplayed before, and part of the reason is it feels like at a convention wearing a cosplay is just a lot of effort and work to keep it intact.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
I cosplayed once, and that was at AX, and I cosplayed as Gintoki from Gintama.
Oh.
And I chose Gintoki because not only because I like Gintoki as a character, but also because like his stuff is kind of light, right? It's like it's a lot more breathable. It's not like I'm wearing a full suit of armor, right? So I'm just like, okay, it's really hot. This is a little bit breathable. I didn't take into account that I'd be wearing a massive fucking white wig.
Yeah, that immediately is like just a heating thing on your head.
And because this part got just so hot, it completely just negated the free-flowing clothes that I was wearing. So I'm just like, I remember I was in the middle of a signing. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't. I just took it off. I'm sorry, fuck the hair, man. I can't do it. Yeah, I was like, I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna take it off. It's so hot in here.
I see like some people in AX like rocking up in like a full guts armor or something. And I'm like, how the fuck are you doing it? It's like 33 degrees Celsius here right now.
I guess if you just restrict all your pores, you can't sweat. It can't come out. You just can't come out, right?
You're impressive.
That's why I wore a Virgin Killer sweater at AX one time.
I
mean, that's breathable, right?
Yeah, that's
very
breathable.
See what I mean? You can move your.
Is that why you were like cosplaying as girls? Because it's
no. I love skirts because like
you love skirts.
You can like free flow, dude. I feel like I can stretch like my full stretch. You know what I mean?
But you didn't get stopped by a security or like
no.
Too much.
In LA, it's normal. Like I just swear anything goes in LA, especially around AX.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember I got in the Uber and it was just a guy, and at the moment I sat in, he was like, "You going to the LA Convention Center?" And I was like, "Yep, that's me."
Yeah.
And then